In 1985, Australia issued a 1-cent coin featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a small yet significant piece of the nation's numismatic history. Though tiny in size, this coin holds a fascinating story that connects Australia's rich minting tradition with the global legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. The Australian 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, the same year Australia switched to decimal currency. It replaced the pre-decimal halfpenny and became part of the first series of Australian coins featuring the young Queen Elizabeth II, symbolising a modern and independent Australia under the Commonwealth. The coin was struck in bronze, composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin, giving it its distinct reddish-brown color. The 1985 1-cent coin carries on this tradition. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, one of the most recognized images of Her Majesty used on Commonwealth coinage between 1966 and 1984 in most countries. However, in Australia, this portrait remained in use through 1985 before being replaced in later issues by Raphael Maklauf's updated design. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, Elizabeth II, and Australia 1985, clearly marking its origin and year of minting. The reverse side of the coin features an adorable image of a feathertail glider, a small Australian marsupial native to the eastern forests. This design, created by Stuart Devlin, captures the essence of Australia's unique wildlife and has become one of the most beloved designs in Australian coinage history. The coin's diameter measures 17.65 mm and weighs 2.6 grams, with a smooth edge that gives it a simple yet elegant look. The 1985 1-cent coin was minted by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. However, this particular year's mintage was notably low compared to other years, making it relatively scarcer in circulation. In fact, very few were produced for circulation, and most were issued only in mint sets, which means finding one in everyday change is quite rare today. As for its value, the 1985 Australian 1-cent coin is worth more to collectors than its original face value. In circulated condition, it's typically valued between 20 cents to $1 Australian dollar, depending on its condition. But if you have an uncirculated or proof version from a mint set, its value can range from $5 to $15 Australian dollars or more among collectors. The scarcity of the 1985 issue makes it a desirable find, especially for those who aim to complete a full Australian decimal coin set. Though the 1-cent coin was officially withdrawn from circulation in 1992, its legacy remains alive among collectors and coin enthusiasts. The 1985 issue stands as a reminder of Australia's evolving currency system and the enduring connection to Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. In conclusion, the 1985 Australian 1-cent coin may be small in size, but its history and collectability make it a fascinating treasure. Whether kept as a nostalgic keepsake or a valuable addition to a coin collection, it continues to tell the story of Australia's heritage and its place within the Commonwealth.